You don't need a new habit, you need a new identity. A lot of times we think we can walk into a new life with the same old identity. This is Gerald Fears, and this is Fearless Conversations. Let's dive into it. Today, I'm calling out one of the biggest myths in the self-help world. We don't need another routine. You don't need another morning ritual. You don't need a new planner app or a productive hack. You need a new identity. You need a new way of looking at yourself. You need a new way of understanding who you are as a person. Everyone's telling you to build better habits. And don't get me wrong, habits matter, but let me ask you this. Why do you keep quitting the gym after 2 weeks? Why do you sabotage your goals right when you start to make progress? It's not the habits, it's the person behind it. You can opt out in discipline, but at the end of the day, it's who you are at the core. It's what you value, what your morals are, and what really matters to you the most. James Clear said every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. You see, what if you still are voting for a person that you no longer want to be? We're going to talk about why habits fail and why you having a new identity is better than having new habits. Here's the truth nobody wants to say in the coaching world. Most habits fail because they're built on top of a fractured self. You're trying to do more when you haven't even asked who you are. New routines built on old wounds are temporary. New goals with an identity rooted in shame, scarcity, or fear will always collapse. You don't need a new behavior modification. You need a soul level transformation, something you've never had before. You need a new you, something that's never happened before, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new school of thought. If you still see yourself as lazy or broken or not good enough, guess what? Then every gym visit, every journal entry, every cold shower is just a performance. You see, habits are surface, but your identity is your source. You'll never stay consistent with habits that contradict your self-image. You see, this is why you see people relapse, not because they didn't try, but because their old self-image was stronger than their new goals. Their old self-images were stronger than their new goals. You can't outwork who you secretly believe you are. You see, identity is rewritten in the spirit, in your core. This is where spiritual alignment enters the conversation. Not religion, not dogma. I'm talking about your inner reconciliation with yourself, who you really believe that you are at the core. Have you forgiven yourself? Have you let go of the version of you that needed to survive just to make it through? Have you sat in silence long enough to meet the real you? Because until you become someone new on the inside, right? You will be constantly returning to what feels familiar, even toxic. Sometimes we think it's familiar, but it's toxic. The body follows the soul's instructions. So if the soul still sees itself as unworthy, the body will sabotage any success that it contradicts. It's called self-sabotage. Have you ever found yourself trying to get something going and get something started, but you just can't seem to make it go through? So how do you shift your identity? You have to speak to yourself differently. Words are commands. Words are commands. Speak as if you already are. Break your agreement with the past. The story you've been telling yourself is expired. Let it go. It doesn't belong in your future. Show up as the version of you that the dream requires. Sit with the discomfort of unfamiliar joy, because the old you was addicted to the struggle, addicted to things not working out, addicted to doing things the hard way, right? Anchor the new you in spirit, not in performance. Because you are not your output. You're the origin. You're the beginning. You're the author. And your words are the blueprint. Your words are the blueprint. If this hits you deep, it's because something inside of you knows you're not failing. You're just evolving. You're not lazy. You're just shedding. Shedding what, Gerald? You don't need a new habit. You need to remember who you are. Who did God make you to be? Who did the universe say you are? This is something that you have to start working on, your core values, your core strengths, and start identifying with the new you, letting the trauma go, letting the past go, not identifying with things that don't work, but identifying who you are, where you want to go, and what you want to be. Again, you don't need new habits. You need a new identity. You need a new way of looking at yourself. You need a new self-belief. Who do you believe that you are at the core? Not what your past says you are, not what your parents said you were, but who do you believe you are at the core? Do you believe that there's something special in you? Do you believe that God placed a gift in you? The universe is giving you something that only you can express? The question you need to ask yourself, are you going to leave this world empty, or are you going to die full of your dreams, full of all the things that you should have been, that you could have been? That's the question you need to ask yourself. What are you going to leave this planet with? Are you going to put your footprint here? Will the world know you were here? Who are you going to help? Whose life are you going to change? Are you going to encourage your kids, your mother, your significant other? Are you just worried about self? You see, the new identity requires a new level, right? A new level of you, a new level of thinking, a new school of thought. And this is something that doesn't take time. It takes a decision in the moment that says, I'm tired of living in lack. I'm tired of living out of my past. I'm tired of living in fear because of my trauma. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to break through, and I'm ready for a new identity. A lot of times we've gotten ourselves as far as we can go with the thinking that we have. And the best thing for you to do is get out of your own way and get a coach, get help. Some of the smartest people in the world, athletes. A surgeon doesn't operate on himself. Even if they're the top surgeon, who would they have operate on them, Gerald? Another top surgeon. Athletes are the greatest, but they don't coach themselves. They have a coach. The question you need to ask yourself is, who's helping you form your new identity? Is it you? Because the old you can't help the new you. You need to ask for help. You need to realize that your best thinking has gotten you as far as you've gone, as far as you can go. Now it's time for you to humble yourself, realize that I need help. I need a new way of thought. I need a new way of looking at things. And maybe I don't have all the answers. Maybe someone who's been there and done that can help me. I'm Gerald Fears, and how can I help? I've been in 14 years of physical training with tennis athletes. I've been in the worst situations. I've slept in my car. I've went to jail before. There's so many negative things in my life that I've overcome. My mother just passed away a couple years ago. Everyone in my family's passed away. It's just me, my sister, and my dad now. I don't know if I'm talking to someone, but maybe you've tried to do all you can do and you just can't figure it out. You just don't know how to form a new identity. Guess what? I can help you. Go to geraldfears.com, book your one-on-one session with me. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you go to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Fearless Conversations. See what help lies on the other side of you forming a new identity. I'll see you guys in the next episode.